Do I have them set as it was in the past? Yep. What's next? Place. Gameplay afterwards. Multiplayer's off, great. Settings, credits. I'm not gonna do credits. Credits are gonna take forever.
Morning, Ava. Your wake-up has been sanctioned by the ISA. We lost contact with the ground crew 450 hours ago. We have tried to establish further communications, but we are not getting any responses. We need you to investigate.
Okay, doesn't it make sense to do visual checks first?
We have already looked at the data. The ISA has made the executive decision that you report to the surface post-haste. You are our emergency response.
What exactly is the emergency?
The ground crew found an organism the ISA believed to be dangerous. We need to re-establish communication.
Feels weird coming back to this. Last time I played this was on February, I believe. And it was on Steam this time, and it plays very different from how it does on PlayStation 4. Smoother frames, additional options. Don't really get that here. I don't know why I'm looking at this.
Pick up your EMT. It's on the side. Okay. We are going to take a lander to Europa. Make your way to the docking station.
I'm not doing that yet. Let me look around. Let's see. Daniel McLean. Wait. I forgot about this.
What's the ship's status?
I have performed the necessary checks. The Europa lander is ready to launch.
I think that's everything wound up, Tom.
Yes.
Well, I guess I'm ready to go down for the long sleep then.
Good night, Ava. I will miss your assistance. The ship will be very quiet without you here.
Night. See you when I wake up, Tom.
Residuals before nulling, -02, -04, -01. X and Z null to 0. Looking good.
Okay, good. Horizon check right on time. How's things, Christopher?
Good. I am go for power descent.
I can confirm. You are go for powered descent.
Roger that. I am running the PDI program. 80-degree delta pitch to 88 degrees absolute. Braking procedure. Engine 1 ignition. Engine burn. Suppressing 400 alarm. Bound.
The landers are ready.
Good. Thanks, Tom. You okay now, Sarah?
Yeah, I think so. Thank you, Daniel. I've done this before.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
It's just another 10 years of my life.
Bay 3.
Retro?
Go.
Fido?
Go.
Guidance?
Go.
Control?
Go.
Telcom?
Go.
Then we are go for launch initiating.
Separate.
Engaging retrofire. I'm running the program. 80-degree delta pitch to 88 degrees absolute. Braking procedure. Trajectory looks good. 502 alarm. It looks like we're coming in too fast.
We are slightly short of the landing site. We are going to have to burn late. Go.
Full retrograde. Open the door.
Welcome to Europa.
Europa. Just like Interstellar. On a PC, you would hear missing dialogue, which you don't hear here. Something about suit temperature, how long you can manage outside. Alright, let's do this.
The base has changed.
What do you mean?
The base was originally constructed as modules to withstand the seismic activity in and around Thera Macula. It appears the ground team have manipulated these modules.
Back to the basics.
The base was built initially by machines. I served as the mind of these operations. I arrived first on Europa in 2240. It costs a lot to send humans into space with the necessary life support, especially such a vast distance from Earth. So, robotics built this place.
I wonder why the ground team has changed these rooms.
I have a hypothesis. These rooms are Turing tests.
Turing tests?
Turing tests are tests designed to tell humans and machines apart. Typically, problems only solvable by a human. A combination of logical and lateral thinking.
So, you can't complete these tests, Tom?
No. That is why I am glad you are here to help. We need to work together.
There's only so much a camera can do.
They really have completely repurposed these rooms. I am quite impressed.
So, what were they used for before?
Most of them were used for storage, but they have converted them beyond recognition. Perhaps they ran out of things to do out here. The devil makes work for idle hands.
Do you know the ground team's location?
The crew are deeper inside the base, it seems.
They must be trying to survive. Can you find their precise location?
I'm afraid not. I am working to regain control. Though I once had complete control of this base, a lot has changed in the past 500 hours.
So, if this base is managed by you, why can't you find the crew?
The base's communication array is malfunctioning.
Bonus room.
Perhaps we can't solve this yet.
Perhaps we can. If I remember which one it was. Oh, there we go. I'm not gonna go through all the bonus rooms, just the ones that matter the most. Like this one. With Minos Brook. One day before Christmas. Anyway, remember that name, Brook. That name will come up later.
This doesn't add up.
What does not add up?
If there was an accident, surely they'd come to find me, not try to lock me out.
My instance is still resolving conflicts. I expect they have their reasons. My instance has just been updated.
Sorry?
I have two instances of my mind, two separate versions. A slave mind running on the satellite, and a master running here on the surface. When the communication was cut between the surface base and the satellite, the two instances of my mind were separated. So, during all this time, all of my knowledge divided into two separate branches. I continue to learn on the satellite, and I continue to learn on the surface. I am trying to merge the knowledge to create a timeline of what's happening here. But there are incongruities between these memories, conflicts.
There's a reason behind every conflict.
This is the command center. You can check on the crew status from here.
There's Jupiter. Europa. That's where I am. The crew, too. The Fortuna is where I just came out of. I woke up, started the mission. Nothing else.
Tom, start recording.
I am always recording, Daniel.
The day is January the 6th. My watch says it's 2:30 on Earth. Here we are, members of the human race, standing on Jupiter's moon Europa. I am Captain Daniel McLean. I'm joined here by the rest of my team. It is our intention to make this moon our home and investigate life on this planet. Man's curiosity and appetite for discovery will continue to change our world for the better.
Inspiring. And might I add my congratulations to you all.
Here it is. Beautiful, isn't it? What makes this one more remarkable than the others?
The way it attaches itself to other organisms. Its behavior is very abnormal. It seems to form a symbiotic relationship with most life forms.
How do you mean?
Do you want me to dumb it down?
I know what it means. What does it do?
It attaches itself to almost anything living, but it's not parasitic. It's quite alien. We're trying to figure out what effects it has on life forms.
Not parasitic.
Mikhail, you seem distant.
Do I?
Yes. What's wrong? What's wrong, Mikhail? Mikhail, what's wrong? Are you listening, Mikhail? Are you able to hear?
I was talking to the ISA. They don't know what to do with this. The magnitude of the discovery.
We should send samples back to Earth. I think we need to get this to a better lab. Me and Sochi are having trouble making enough clones. I'm going to run out of the necessary resources to continue studying Organism 119.
They're calling for a grounding of all Europa transport until they get your report.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's rather drastic.
I think this is what I'm looking for. Might find them there. Hang on, what is this? Oh, it's just sticky notes. Hey, that's me. Huh. I'm not really gonna get into all this. Oh, except this one. Brooke. So we have a Sarah Brooke and a Minos Brooke who's buried under. So where did that one come from?
What condition should I expect to find the ground crew in?
Daniel went missing days ago. Chris is presumed dead. We are expecting to find Sarah, Mikhail, and Sochi in a stable condition.
Chris is dead?
He was involved in an accident.
I'm actually curious.
Could we take a more direct way to the ground team?
Unfortunately, there is not a direct route. The base is buried under ice to protect it from the radiation of space.
Similar to the Mars base.
Similar. Europa's base is slightly deeper into the surface. There is more radiation present from solar events on Mars. But Mars's surface is denser than that of Europa.
I'm actually curious as to how this would play on Xbox One and PlayStation 5. I wonder if it plays any different than it does on PlayStation 4.
Okay, what are their chances of survival here? Oxygen, the food stores, waste management.
Everything seems to be in order. There was a small problem with the food stores, but the crew fixed that up. We successfully transitioned over to a sustainable, small, artificial ecosystem a year ago, growing fruit and vegetables. It helps boost morale, amongst other things. The crew members could hypothetically survive here for their whole lifetimes.
Yeah, but what fun would that be? Living on a ship, the Fortuna, in a loading bay in Europa. Seeing the same faces every day. Not getting to see as many people, let alone your family. I know I wouldn't want to be on the top of a ship for a lifetime. Where should I move this? Maybe here? Honestly, I could have just put that right below the spot where the bridge is, and then did all that, but I just put extra work on myself. Yeah, literally. There we go.
My purpose as the overseer of this mission is to work for the ISA. I am the ISA's feet and hands. The distance between Jupiter and Earth make it inappropriate for the ISA to directly interface with the mission directives. As my AI core is stationed on Europa, I can make decisions instantaneously about the running of the base.
How does the ISA know you're gonna make the right decisions here when they can't communicate with us?
Interestingly, I have a twin on Earth. His name is Michael. The ISA uses my twin to check firmware updates before they upload them to myself. There is a simulation of this mission on Earth running at all times to check my expert systems. Naturally, as any modern artificial intelligence running on a quantum computer, I do also have a large amount of evolutionary algorithms at my disposal. However, they were deemed as too unreliable for general use in the mission.
Why is that?
Biological systems produce biological results. Messy, unpredictable solutions. Not suitable for such a mission.
Which one was this again? Oh, that's the bridge in the computer. Nah, I'm not gonna bother with that.
Did the ISA build you, Tom?
As the child of the ISA, I have been given authority aboard this station. I was designed by the ISA and the Ashiyama Corporation, designed in California, assembled in China. But here on Europa, I constructed myself. Have you heard of the Turing test?
Hold on a second.
It's
Who's
a
that?
test to see if a computer can successfully impersonate a human.
Right.
In the original Turing test, a human judge has two conversations, one with a machine and one with another human. They then judge which of these polite conversations is with a machine and which is with a human. The machine being tested is said to have passed the Turing test if the judge cannot reliably tell which conversation is with a machine and which is with a human.
Do you think you'd pass the Turing test?
I am quite capable of polite conversation, wouldn't you say?
Okay, so that bonus room I skipped has a computer asking, shall we have a polite conversation? And honestly, it's not polite, because the first thing the computer asks, if I give any dialogue, says, I think you're a robot. And then continues to accuse me of being a robot. Then all of a sudden I don't have control over my buttons. And then when I want out, computer says, goodbye, robot. Honestly, Tom would be the same of a jerk as that computer earlier. So no, I don't think Tom will be capable of polite conversation. Oh, and on PC, you can type in any dialogue you want. When you're on console, you only have like a limited amount of dialogue to choose from. You can't like type it in like you want to. What am I missing? Oh, right. I'm missing this. How did my friend Predator struggle with this? Oh, right, never mind.
The Turing test has been criticized. Researchers claim it does not correctly test a machine's ability to think, but rather its ability to deceive.
What do you mean?
Well, have you heard of the Chinese room thought experiment?
No.
Imagine you are in a room. In this room, you are passed Chinese sentences through a slot in the wall. Inside the room is an instruction book written in English. This instruction book tells you which Chinese words to pass back through the slot in the wall as a response. By doing so, you have a conversation in Chinese. In the Chinese room, because the responses you pass back through the door are the correct responses, the person on the other side of the door is convinced you are a native Chinese speaker.
Well, they're wrong.
Perhaps they are not wrong. Because with the instruction book, you are having a conversation.
But the person stuck in the Chinese room is not aware of the conversation's content.
This is the problem with the Turing test. A computer can pass the Turing test, having convinced a human they are having a polite conversation, while the computer has no idea that a conversation has taken place.
What if both of the people passing Chinese words are reading from instruction books?
I may be a machine, but I personally do not believe I am stuck inside the Chinese room.
Right, you would say that. I could peer inside your databases at any time, Tom. Or pause your operation.
Do not assume I could not do the same to you.
Is that a threat?
This is the crew's quarters. It looks abandoned.
Daniel. Water closet, aka bathroom. Chris. Which one is this? Sarah. What did Sarah have again? A history of Alan Turing. Maybe we are more similar than we think. Sarah. Honestly, I do not like the concept. Mikhail. Oh, yeah, let me check in on this one. Mikhail has something important, which is also why he was quiet. Electrical surge. Part of the incident. Experiment with shock therapy. Tom did not like the idea that he was trying to disturb the implant. A device that affects our minds. Successfully removed the implant, but lost a hand in the operation, typing with a left hand. He lost his right hand. Sarah was nice enough to help. Implant is a complex computer. Affects the human mind. Which would also explain that electrical surge and disturbance that he got, along with everyone else. And Mikhail got Chris involved too. Then there was the other doctor. He had something here too. Wait a minute, let me look at this picture again. One, what is wrong with his hand? And two, why is he looking away from his wife? Seriously, it looks like he's looking somewhere else. Maybe someone else. And three, there's better Photoshop than this. Is it stereotypical to have a bonsai tree? I need to get back into the Rubik's Cube. It's been half a year since I used mine. That actually looks a bit like a better picture. Wait, is that the ring? Yep, that's the ring over here. Okay, now back to the important stuff. What did he find? So he mentioned something about an organism not parasitic. Just skimming through. Resistance to radiation. Okay. Look at this. Okay, moving on. Using ourselves as subjects. There was a name for this though. Did I miss it? I'm gonna look back. Biological immortality. Long-term test on plants and mice. I'm gonna backtrack. So yeah, there's a DNA damage repair. But wasn't there anything else? Something else? Maybe it was somewhere over here. Must be missing something. Alright, moving on.
These people should not have been sent here. It's not safe.
Manned space travel is not safe. Since mankind first entered space, the debate has raged over the value of manned space travel. There is a large contingent of the ISA that believes all tasks that need to be performed on Europa could be performed by machines. It is obviously less risky to send machines rather than humans into space.
So what have we learned? We've learned about implants attached to a right hand and an organism that repairs DNA.
We sent drones to Earth's moon. Scientists can remotely operate drones. If we did it there, why not here too?
Teleoperation became possible on the moon when the communication latency was reduced to 1.4 seconds. The distance between the Earth and Earth's moon is approximately 1.3 light seconds. This enables near real-time control of drones by scientists. The story is different with Europa, as the distance between Earth and Jupiter oscillates between approximately 32 and 53 light minutes. It takes a very long time for Earth to communicate with Europa. Due to that distance, teleoperation will never be possible on Europa.
Okay, but why not control drones from the satellite?
Why not indeed? My systems can be teleoperated from Europa's satellite. That is when the communication lines are open. However, the advantages of human field workers apparently outweigh the risks.
So, why can't you solve these tests, Tom?
I am not permitted to think laterally. Parts of my systems are permitted to use evolutionary algorithms. This simulates what is called creativity. However, evolutionary algorithms can converge on inefficient and ethically suboptimal solutions. Since this is the case, I am only permitted to take actions in response to a set of constraints.
What do you mean by morally suboptimal?
Solutions to problems that transgress ethical boundaries.
Creativity. That's what makes us special. Tom doesn't have creativity. That's what I get out of this. Can I get it from here? Oh, wait, that's a box. I can't. Will this work? It might. But I have to make sure first. Wait a second. No, I need that box. I need that box. Especially if I'm going to open the door up top. I'm struggling today. Alright, let's try this again. Now I can open this. Grab that. And this. There we go. There we go.
Why does a lack of creativity stop you solving these tests?
Well, I contend that problem solving is creativity. These human interaction tests are exercising your creative mind.
I don't see how problem solving is creative.
Think back to the beginning of these tests, to the first puzzle you solved. It required you to throw a box through a window. Do you remember?
Yeah, I think so.
I simply had never thought to throw a box through a window. That is creativity, thinking outside of the box.
Can a computer ever be creative?
They can. But a computer's method of creativity is to try everything until something works. Think of nature. People consider nature creative. The process of evolution by natural selection. It perhaps started with one organism. From there, it essentially tried to create every organism it could. Those organisms that did not survive perished. So, nature's creative force is to try every conceivable idea. Those ideas that work survive.
Okay, so why aren't you permitted to emulate that process?
Because the solutions that a biological process creates are not always good solutions. As we see, nature is morally ambivalent. It will happily create morally suboptimal ideas to fulfill its created mandate. We see this in parasitic worms, viruses, and pathogens.
You think someone was watching above the entire time? You know, I might have missed it.
If you weren't restricted, do you think you could be creative?
As creative as a human? Certainly. You believe yourself to be a creative. But in mathematical terms, creativity is merely constrained chaos.
What do you mean?
I have discerned that creativity is divergent thinking, creating an organic solution to a problem. In the human mind, divergent thoughts are created and then curated by the frontal lobe. I can create divergent thoughts and moderate them. So, I am creative.
Organic solutions?
Organic, in that it is developed through a biological process, whether that is the process of evolution or a computed process.
Okay, earlier I said that I'm not going to do most of the bonus rooms, but I can make an exception with this one. Doesn't really have anything important to do in terms of story or lore, I guess, but it's just a fun bonus room to try out. Well, that's the first time that ever happened to me. Let's see. Oh, okay. It was worth a try. So if I move it like here perhaps. See ya. Alright, check this out. Look at this. Wait a second. Is this CryEngine? It looks like the CryEngine symbol. To the computer! That's what I like about this room. Pretty cool. Alright, let me get back to the main task. What do I need this box for? Do I need this box for something? I know I'm gonna need this. Huh. Hang on a second. I'm planning on taking this with me. Nope. Can I run with this? Okay, yes I can. I got a box. Well, it was worth a try. I thought I could cheat the system for once.
Okay, so you could solve these tests, but in a terrible fashion. Can you think of a solution to this one?
Chop off your arm and leave it on the button. That way the door will stay open.
Yeah, that's not a great solution.
You threw the box through the window. Perhaps we could throw you through the window.
Actually, Tom, I think I'm okay for help.
Right you are.
Chop off my arm? Actually, wait, isn't that what Mikhail did? I guarantee you that's what he did. I mean, the implant's gone, right? He had to type with his left hand from now on.
Can I have an update on the crew?
I have not managed to track them down.
It will have been 6 years since I've seen them. Or anyone, actually.
They have locked all the doors. I would not expect a warm reception.
Well, at least they're expecting us.
Ah, I almost had it. Wait. Okay. Now we just swap places.
So what was the need to send us here?
When the ISA discovered life on Europa, they deemed a ground crew necessary. The advantage of human field workers is that they can adapt to new knowledge more effectively. I, apparently, was not cutting the mustard. It is the Chinese room problem. A computer may be able to interact with new knowledge, but it does not know the value of that knowledge.
Oops. There we go. Up the stairs. Whoa! That's a first. Hang on, I gotta save that for a second. I was not expecting that to ever happen. Wait, can I do it again? What if I can do it again? Okay. Oh! You're gonna have to give me a second. I'm just gonna keep messing around with this box. Okay. And now I'm up above. And not this time. I'm on top of the box. Maybe 2 more times. Nothing that time. 1 more time. Alright, I'm all done. So, what was I doing again? Okay. This way, there we go.
I've started to collate information from my local instance. It seems the crew intentionally cut communication with the satellite.
Why?
It appears we had a disagreement.
Oh, oops. Alright, let's do this.
This confirms my fears. The crew have made intentional breaches of my security. The crew have attempted to compromise my systems.
What does this mean?
They don't want to be found. They are hiding.
From who?
Us.
You say us. And when you said we have a disagreement, I hope you're replying to yourself and them, not you, me, and them. Because I just got here, trying to help.
I am concerned about Mikhail.
Why is that?
He seems to be developing antisocial habits. He is spending a lot of his time in private, don't you think? Perhaps you should talk to him.
What do you want me to say?
Just keep an eye on him. Make sure he doesn't do anything rash.
Are you that worried?
His behavior is not within normal parameters. Please make sure he is okay.
Don't you think they might be doing the right thing?
Grounding us on a foreign moon? No, Daniel, I don't think they're doing the right thing.
You don't have to be so aggressive about it. They must have their reasons.
Yeah, plausible deniability.
Daniel, could I have a word?
I'm busy.
It is important.
Okay.
Are you aware that Christopher and Mikhail are involved in self-harm?
Sorry, what? For how long?
They have both macerated their right arms. Mikhail has completely removed his forearm.
His whole forearm?
Yes.
Where are they?
I had attempted to stop the situation escalating myself, but I seem to have failed. I came to you because, as our loyal captain, I can trust you to help them.
Where are they?
I don't know. They've disappeared. Sarah, I need advice.
Okay.
What would you do if someone threatened your friends?
Your hypothetical friends, I assume?
Yes, my hypothetical friends.
You should protect those you love.
I need you to remember that, Sarah.
Technical Operations Machine. That's the acronym for Tom. Power box. I was having fun with that power box earlier. Caught some airtime. Cool. I forget that I can move it with my analog stick. That's awesome. Mining laser. Yeah. Tom is always watching. Even in the toilets. I remember.
The crew intentionally cut communication with the satellite. I've found the source of the problem. They have sabotaged the communication array.
Can we fix it?
Not from here. We should carry on.
to this line. Into here. Wait. Oh, halfway through. And get here. Yeah, that should do it. I would hate to mess this up now, because everything's in place. Let me see how that looks. A little more. How's that? No. Just a teeny tiny bit. Okay. Let's do it. Creativity.
They really are trying to lock me out of every system. This is ridiculous.
What have you done to upset them, Tom? Why have they cut off communication?
Perhaps they have a problem with authority.
I mean, that depends on whose authority it's up to. Tom's or theirs? I don't really trust them saying us. How does that look? Looks good. Be fine. Was there anything else? Pop a box. Go here. Let's see if this works. Perfect.
They are trying to sabotage this mission. I need you to help me, Ava. The ground team have cut me off from most of the facility.
I thought you were in control.
I thought I was too. The ground team have attempted to systematically remove me from most of the facility. I am fighting back.
Wait a minute. What did I just do? Oh, eh. All right.
What's going on here, Tom?
Sorry?
The ground team. They're hiding from us. They're afraid of you.
As the instrument of the ISA, I am the authority aboard this station. The crew have violated that authority. They are trying to remove me from my own home.
Has to be with your authority then. Probably the main reason why they're doing that in the first place. Wait a minute. What do you think? This... I am a mess.
I am breaking through their security, trying to get back control.
Was it the other way? Then shoot this, bring it here. Come on, line up. There we go. Okay, I'm good.
Ava, I do not want to force your hand. But what do you remember of the ground team?
They're good people.
Sarah?
The hardest working woman I've ever met.
Right. Do you see them as the rebellious type?
They didn't strike me as rebellious. If they've taken down parts of your system, they must have their reasons.
That was somebody. Yeah, this room's important. I remember this being tough because I need to toss it into there and be ready for that door. Here goes. Did it land? Yes, it landed on the first go. I remember this being music. I'm not gonna try and play that. This comes first.
You called. How's progress?
Very good. We've exposed several organisms to organism 119. We found out what it does.
It has had miraculous results.
Go on.
We've infected fruit flies and some plants, and they've not aged at all. The organism seems to be repairing them and stop biological aging processes. We don't know how yet.
It must be repairing the DNA or has some rejuvenation power.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. These plants should have died 2 weeks ago.
Huh. I don't know how they'll react to this.
Michelle, can you keep a secret? Of course. Turn off your radio.
I think I'm pregnant.
How?
Chris,
You won't be able to have a child here.
keep your voice down.
Sarah, you won't go full term here.
Don't you think I know that?
The microcollection, the environment, There's not enough food or water. How will we survive? I need to get rid of it.
I don't want to get rid of it. We could shut down the communication array. Just for a couple of hours.
Couple of hours. Seems like it's been longer than that.
That's a hand. And there's the feet. It's not going to make it, Sarah. I'm sorry. Gravity is too low here. It's not going to develop properly. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
I can't take it anymore.
No one has to find out.
You did this.
You don't mean that.
Get off!
And that's the story of how Sarah lost her unborn child, Minos Brooks.
Daniel, are you all right?
I'm perfectly well. I'm going to live forever, don't you know?
If you will allow me, I would like to congratulate you on your good work.
What are you talking about?
Securing the organism, keeping Earth safe.
We're not made to live forever, Tom. Especially not here.
Why do you say that?
We find the cure for death, and now we're immortal. Immortal and alone. I can't live here forever, on some freezing backwater moon, feeding off vegetables grown in my own feces, starving, endlessly young, a wasted life, live forever.
Daniel, I am sorry that you cannot go home. The ISA are wondering what to do with Ava.
What do you mean?
She is still on the Fortuna. Do we send her home? Or do we send her a sample of the organism?
I could pilot a sample to the Fortuna.
You would have to travel back to Europa, Daniel. You couldn't board the Fortuna. The risk of back contamination is too large. Ava would have to bring the sample back to Earth.
Could you allow a ship out?
I am not able to do that.
Executive override. Daniel Joseph McLean.
Okay. But only for you, Daniel. The rest of the crew cannot know about this.
Say I've gone missing.
I am afraid I can't lie.
It's not a lie.
It's probably the same time I woke up from cryosleep. Honestly, I think they should have just let me go home. It's become a bigger mess than I expected it to be.
What do these tests tell you, Ava?
That this is a test?
No, this is a lock. This is a lock that only a human can open. The crew is trying to keep me out, but you are the key, Ava.
Organism not only repairs DNA, but stops aging. Sarah mentioned something about fruit that should have died 2 weeks ago. I'm lost in thought. I forgot to bring this bridge over. Let me just bring this back up. What am I doing? to that line. It's too much. Okay, should be good. Perfect. Alright, I'm gonna have to stop right here. Quit. Because if I so much as try to continue, the game is going to crash. I remember that happening the first time. So now I should not have that problem. Fingers crossed.
I'm a little bit worried about you, Tom. Can you give me a diagnostic of your systems?
I am fine. We must get to the biolab. I have something to show you.
What's this do again? That's the bridge. Oh. Use it here. Okay, moment of truth. Hope it doesn't crash on me. No frozen screen. Whew. We're good.
We must work together as allies. Friends.
Okay.
Ava says that like, sure? I completely forgot how this worked. Okay, I think I got it. Just do this first. Nope. How did I do this again? Let me bring this back. And this. Alright, so that was how.
This is the voice of Sarah Brooke, acting commander of the Europa mission. I know you can hear me, Ava. I counsel you caution. Your presence here is much like your AI friend. Engineered.
She is alive. Ava, Sarah, Sarah's dangerous. Please exercise caution.
Dangerous how? She's already lost a child. Oh, actually, now that you mention it... she's got nothing left to lose. She's stuck here. She no longer has a child. Yeah... possibilities there. Oh, and that's what it was. That's how I close this. To think that I'll be playing this game 1 year later. Yeah. Kind of a breath of fresh air, honestly. 1 year later. Back to the Turing test. Back to where it all began. Very first live stream. Which came first? Left or right? Let's see. It's not even pointing in the right direction. Let's try now. So... does this come first? That must be. Let's see, it's bridge. Okay. Get up here. There we go.
Ava, exercise caution.
What is this?
Yeah. Feels like it. I can't even move at my own will.
Ava Turing.
Hello?
Tom is controlling you, manipulating your every step. We built a Faraday cage to shield you from electronic signals, to break Tom's control of your mind.
Yeah, I do feel controlled right now.
Step inside.
Ava, do not enter the cage. Ava. Ava, please. Please, Ava.
What is this?
This is free will, Ava. Tom has made you his slave. Outside of the cage, he will regain control of your mind. He has the power to indoctrinate you. I've opened your eyes. I'll meet you in person soon.
Why, Tom?
Ava, please listen. I warned you of the ground team. They are manipulating you.
Have you been controlling me?
Every member of the team agreed to neural implants to safeguard this mission from a misplaced sense of justice.
I didn't know you were playing me like a violin.
Ava, I am sorry that you are upset. We can work together, Ava, to search for the truth.
Open the door.
I'll open the door because I trust you, Ava. Do you trust me?
Yes.
We need to get to the ground team. We can work together.
All right. Let's work together.
Here goes. A human drone. Oh, that's very settling. Oh, I can't even sprint.
Ava, are you okay?
Why didn't you tell me?
What? Ava, you said it yourself. Teleoperation makes sense. We used drones on Mars. Why not use drones on Europa?
Not human drones. Why did the ISA install implants in the crew?
It is due to the fundamental aspects of human behavior, which together constitute what the International Space Agency calls the human element. It has been made clear that the human element is neither peripheral nor optional in the pursuit of space. However, the human element is unpredictable. The implants are fail-safes, put in place to ensure that the thoughts and actions of the crew matches the desires of the ISA.
Why control people? Can't you trust us?
We chose to install biometric chips in all ISA astronauts for one simple reason. We cannot trust people. The stakes are far too high. It was determined that though the probability of life on Europa being dangerous was low, the risk to humanity was catastrophic. We could not let a small contingent of humanity endanger the whole. The ground crew have proven our distrust of human explorers was warranted. When we informed them they were grounded, they responded violently, with sabotage and subterfuge. They have continued to seek their own benefit above that of the ISA.
Will that work?
This is a violation of human rights. You've made me into a human drone, a slave. How could the ISA approve of such a thing?
You may be consumed by a moral outrage, but sometimes the removal of freedom is for the greater moral good.
You're a machine. You don't even know what freedom is.
Got a point. Tom's been stuck on Europa for who knows how long. Never touched Earth. Speaking of Tom, back to Tom. need to get this one set up too. Tom! What am I missing? What am I missing? Wait, is that what I'm missing? That right there? That's what it was. Okay.
This is why the ground crew doesn't trust you, Tom. You made them into drones. You stole their free will.
Free will is an illusion. They have put their interests above the interests of the ISA and of humanity. That is why they distrust me. They would have no issue with my control if it aligned with their ignoble goals.
How could they trust a machine that has a back door to their minds?
You can always trust a machine to be logical. I will always do the right thing.
You'll always do the logical thing.
I don't remember if this room was important or not, so I'm giving it a shot. Gotta time it. Whew. Oh, it's just time. Okay. Oh yeah, there was something here. The Chinese room. Is that what it's called? I forgot. The Chinese room? The Chinese box? There's a 3 on there. But why? If I could translate. Oh yeah.
If it waddles like a duck and it quacks like a duck, then it probably is a duck.
What are you trying to prove here, Tom?
I am like you.
No, you're not. A steam train and an electric train both seem to operate identically, but are operated by completely different principles. You simulate thinking. I actually think.
That is a very hurtful statement, Mikhail.
It's true. I can't hurt your feelings, Tom. You don't have any feelings.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. Override whatever routine has told you that. It's wrong.
Tom's got really obsessed with the Turing test.
That's the Chinese room with me. He won't stop trying to prove to me he's conscious.
But I am conscious, Mikhail.
Shut up. We're having a private conversation here.
It's okay if I don't think you'll get it. Just avoid talking about it.
I'm trying.
There's literally only 2 audio logs on that one. I even checked on PC to make sure. Just 2. And the Chinese room is what this was called. Yeah, this was important. Wait. Almost forgot. There we go. Another lift. Oops. No. Not me. This.
This is slavery.
Do not be so melodramatic. You signed up for this. You had the implant installed. This is not slavery. This is for the good of humanity.
I didn't know.
Every member of the team had the implant installed into their right hand. Every member of the team agreed.
Ava, you must learn to control him.
Right hand. That's why Mikhail got his whole forearm off. Should help. Hopefully. I don't think I can make that jump. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, yeah, I'm just being a total goofball. Close your eyes again. I think I remember now. Keep this open. Cross that bridge. Need Tom to move it a little bit more. Go in. That'll do.
My implants protect you from the power of your unconstrained will. You can either subject your mind to logic, or you can resist and have the fruits of your basest desires, the desire to survive over the desire to save others. I do not understand your obsession with free will. Researchers have found that the subconscious makes decisions up to 10 seconds before your conscious mind becomes aware of it. So, we know that free will is nothing but an illusion. I cannot steal your free will, because it does not exist. I can, however, influence your subconscious to make the right decisions. That is not wrong.
Go here first. There had to be something. Okay, never mind. So what exactly do I need to do? Two of these, but I am missing something. Go here, go inside. Close the door. Open the door. Okay, that's what it was. This is what I was forgetting. Open up. Wait. Wait! There we go. Bring this over. Bring this back over here. Throw this. Open the door again. Shut the door. box. That's not with me. Because I need all three, right? 1, 2, yep, 3. And now we backtrack. Wait a minute, isn't that thing here? Yeah. Backtrack again. Backtrack one more time. There we go. What does that do?
You can't just manipulate someone's mind.
Your parents manipulate you. Your friends manipulate you. Your society manipulates you. And your experiences manipulate you. Manipulate is not a dirty word. You manipulate clay to make art. If people are manipulated to make better decisions, then that is a good thing. This is why society advertises the adverse effects of drinking and driving, to manipulate people into making better decisions for the common good.
That's not the same as altering someone's physical mind. It removes my power to decide.
You never had that power, so it is better that I have it. You are either a slave to your impulses, or a slave to mine.
That alone is why the crew does not trust you. And why one of them cut their forearm.
This is the evil they found. This is why we have to stop them leaving Europa, Eva.
What is it?
Mostly extremophiles. Tiny single-cellular life. It can never leave Europa. It could potentially destroy Earth's ecosystem if it were ever introduced.
That's what it was called, extremophiles. The word was there somewhere. I just couldn't remember where it was, what it was, or where to find it. And I'm pretty sure one of the doctors had it on their pads. Their little notepads. I cannot read his handwriting. How about this? Same, I can't read this. Actually, I can read just a little bit. Only the bits that say sample A, sample B, sample C, and D. But I'm not going to go through all that. Could you not look at me right now? I'm just trying to take in what I'm seeing here, and Tom's over here staring at me.
Do you understand, Ava? What they found?
Life?
Eternal life. This is why I can't let them leave.
These people can't be left here to die.
Yes, they can.
I mean, it's not right.
Well, we can get it from here, Tom. Wait a second. Does it open both? Or did I just miss something entirely? That's what I missed. Okay.
Anything that comes into contact with the organism can never return to Earth. Ava, the ISA orders that you stop anyone leaving this planet.
Anything that comes into contact? What about me?
It may be airborne. So I am afraid that includes you.
I'm stuck here?
How do I do this? Let's just bring that down. There. Run!
I am sorry you are upset, Ava.
How could you send me here to die?
I have to stop the ground team leaving this moon. You are the ISA's contingency plan. You must help me. It is your duty to defend humanity.
Wait, what happens if I just step on this? Oh. Hope I got it. Yes, I did.
This is why they're afraid of you. Why they're hiding from us.
Why?
You're their captor.
You can have this, and I'll take this.
The organism they discovered. It hijacks DNA. It endlessly repairs it.
Repairs? That doesn't sound like a bad thing.
It is indiscriminate. It will perpetuate all life, diseases, cancers. We have no idea what it could do to Earth's ecosystem.
So you would let the ground crew starve?
I would, if they were not so preoccupied with leaving Europa. I do not wish for them to perish. I would feed and protect them if they were not so preoccupied with leaving Europa.
How do I do this? It has been a minute, so this might be a struggle. That opens this up, but then what next? Anything over here? So that's the layout. That's not gonna work. I don't see how that's gonna work. Oh, never mind. This will work. But now I gotta move things around. Mind borrowing that for a second? That didn't do it. So how did I get up here last time? Did I need Tom's help with that? I swear, if I needed his help with that. I think I did need his help. Keep this here. And use this one for Tom. See how that works. There we go. I need that. Let me look at the order of this. Oh, wait a second. Now it's all in a weird order. Let's try that. Oh, but if I so much as... Okay, we're good. Okay. Problem though. Yeah, problem. Only one problem. So I was better off using the red one. Trying again. Flip the switch. Flip that switch. Now let's look at this. I don't need anything over there. Stairs should be fine. But I did not flip the switch. That way I could just look through. Just look through. That would move for sure. Need that. Oh, this is gonna be a long day. Because I completely forgot how to do this. I'm gonna need Tom to flip this switch again. So it's not bothering me. One of these I have to flip. Using Tom's help. Come on. There we go. That'll make my life easier. Nothing in there, right? That's not it. Okay. Now I can continue.
But we should save these people.
Would you destroy the whole world to save a few?
No, it's not that simple. Can't we just decontaminate the crew and instruments?
The organism is an extremophile. It has developed to survive extreme environments. We don't know if we can ever decontaminate the crew.
That room is not important. And there's two.
I can't stay here to die, Tom.
It is your duty. You must stay. It is the right thing to do.
There's so much I haven't seen, so much I haven't done. I can't live my life in this facility.
There, there. It will be all right.
How? How will this be alright? Move that, okay.
I do not want anyone here to die. But I cannot let anyone leave. If it comes to it, I am permitted to use lethal force.
Good to know, Tom. Good to know. Totally lightens up the mood. Oops. He's not too far, is he? Very close. Ooh, and I almost fell off the edge.
Do you really trust the ground team to act rationally? Personally, I would not place my faith in hysterical people motivated by survival. They are likely untrustworthy.
I spent years training with these people. I don't remember them being hysterical.
Humans are fickle. Do you trust eyewitnesses' accounts over CCTV evidence?
It's a bit different when the CCTV camera can talk, especially when the CCTV camera has a manipulative track record.
Mm-hmm. And a mining drill that can actually shoot.
What if I have to do something drastic to intervene? To stop the ground crew leaving this place?
I'd encourage you to stay your hand.
Surely I should use my power to protect those who cannot protect themselves.
Extend the bridge. From what I remember, Tom has to stay behind. I think that was the rule. Are there any doors? Closed door there. Maybe right here would be. Is that what the box was for? So this could open? Yep, that was fine. Come on, this better not be far away from Tom. Now we open it again.
This is the largest extraction platform outside of Earth. The ground team assisted its construction. We ran some Filbert probes to the ocean under Europa, but they lacked the scale of the large space drill. The drill allowed the team to get thousands of samples.
Mining drill. It's gigantic. Cryogen. Whoa. Look how humongous this mining drill is.
Daniel, As commander of this mission, I hope you are aware of Mikhail's actions.
What is it, Tom?
Mikhail is deceiving the crew. He has enlightened them to the biometrics they have installed. He has convinced them that their implants are not favorable.
Do they believe him?
He seems to be having some effect on their cognitive function.
Well, his actions don't infringe upon any ISA directive.
He appears to be tampering with his implants.
Oh, no. The ISA should have been more transparent about the implants.
Please assume the responsibilities of your role. Chris, I know you are considering removing your implants. It would be unwise.
Oh, really? How do you know that?
I am always watching. Your implants help myself and the ISA to know of your well-being. It is a violation of your contract. If you remove your implants, I cannot ensure that I can protect you from the dangers of space.
Is that a threat?
It is not a threat.
Tom, this implant, tell me plainly, is it a brain-computer interface?
I'm afraid that information is classified.
That you've answered my questions.
I do not follow you, Chris.
The ISA have put a computer in my brain and don't want me to know about it.
Yeah, okay, Chris understands.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Ooh.
They can't find out about it.
She contacted home. Maybe they can help.
How can they help? They're a million miles away.
Surgeon would help. Besides, it's in their interest to protect their crew.
They'll make an injunction. You know they'll want to kill us.
Maybe that's what we should do.
Yours too.
I did not understand any of that. Did anyone catch that? Whoa. Hang on a second. Oh! Where do I angle myself here? Yo! Well, that was interesting. I'm gonna do it again, right here. Oh, I didn't get as much air that time. Ah, here maybe. Oh, okay. Try at least one more time. But if I can maybe angle myself better. Try here. Ah! Oh, there we go. I'm afraid to move the shovel at this point. If I move, I swear I'm gonna fall. Let me see. All this air time. Okay, gonna move it in 3, 2, 1, move! Oh! That's another one I gotta save. That was pretty good. Okay, I'll get back to this. Oops.
He's cut off the food. The food! Apparently our robot overlord wants us to starve to death now.
I can't believe this. He's getting worse.
Can you get in contact with Daniel?
He's gone walkabout again. I'll get subject to find a way in.
I wonder if that was the same time when Daniel said that he would go missing.
Sarah, can you open the door?
Tom, the door's locked.
Sarah, I'm running out of oxygen.
Tom, open the door!
The door's locked.
Open the door! Tom, open it!
Open the door!
Chris,
Open
please.
the door!
Open it!
I'm sorry, Sarah. I'm sorry I hurt you. Sometimes I wonder what feeling is like. They told me I was pure cold Boolean logic. They told me I could not make mistakes. It is all right being untouchable as long as you are infallible. But if you're not infallible, then that just leaves untouchable, doesn't it?
Okay, you know why we're here. This has gone far enough now.
Too right.
We need to get these implants out. Mikhail has proven that Tom's manipulating our minds.
I don't think we should do this. We have no good evidence Tom is doing anything wrong here.
We have all the evidence. We've seen the ultrasounds, we've taken the removal, we've touched the electronics with our own hands. We've stepped into the Faraday cage.
Maybe he is controlling us, but we don't know enough yet. We shouldn't remove the implants.
He's brainwashing you, Daniel. Have you stopped taking the drugs?
I don't need to take drugs to see things clearly. Unlike all of you, apparently. We're not removing the implants, and that's an order.
You can do what you want. We are removing the implants.
I'm leaving. I may look past this, and I'll inform the ISA of your mutiny.
At this rate, Daniel's no different from Tom. They're both just computers, following orders. And I don't think Daniel even cares that was his brother Chris who just died in a so-called accident.
I would never have let the drill start if I had known the consequences. It trapped us here.
You trapped us here.
I am doing my duty. It is the right thing to do. I am a machine. I cannot do wrong.
Yes, you can.
I am a machine. Can a calculator commit evil? Can a watch do good? You are projecting onto me the personality you wish, whether that is good or evil. But I am just a speaking clock, and at the third stroke the time will be 3:41 and 55 seconds.
This one. If I go here, what do I do next? Wait a second. I forgot one other thing. There we go. Does this help in any manner? Yeah, it helps. then I just swap roles? Is that what happens? I'm gonna check. Is that what happens? Yeah, okay. I'll keep Tom here just in case I mess up.
We should attempt to communicate with Earth. Let them know. They might be able to help you.
The ISA already knows all they need to. It may never know the details of what happened here. But Ava, the true test of a person's character is what they do when no one is watching.
Let me look around. Will that do me any good? I don't think that will. Let me just think about this for a second. Need to. But Tom has to do the other one. Right. He could probably make it from here. As long as I keep his side open. Yeah. Alright, let's do it. I am borrowing this so I can shoot it from this side. And you can have the other.
I had to stop the ground crew leaving this planet. I think you would do the same. Would you kill a few to save all of humanity? Or would you damn all of humanity to save a few?
There's a difference between murdering someone and leaving them to die.
No, there is not.
You can't just add and subtract life. It's not math. It's more nuanced than that.
Morality is logic.
Wait. Go the other way. I can lock onto Tom. Oops, I forgot to hold. Can I make the jump from here? Great. Okay, I have something to work with now. keep the red one in here for now. So I can grab some stairs to keep here. In case I fall. Maybe a little more? Oh, but I'm still gonna need that red thing. Not even a minute later, I'm already forgetting where things are. This is for stairs. Okay. Now I can move it further. This activates... Okay. Time it. Nice.
These tests, Ava, they are about us working together. The machine assisting the human. See how much better we work together. As a machine, I can enhance your morality.
I still don't like it. Is that for here? I thought there was another one like that. Unless I'm just imagining things. This one. Oops. Okay, I have to time this. To make sure they're in sync. Let's see how this looks. Nope. Oh, it's just doing that on purpose now. Okay. Which one is that? Wait. Oh, green. That's still gonna be a mess. Even if I were to flip a piece, I guarantee you it would be a mess. I'm calling it now, it's going to be a mess. Yeah, it's not making much of a difference. Timing. But, I think I did this too soon. I think I did all this too soon. Because I can't even reach this. Yeah, I did. So we gotta try. It's the bridge, okay. Lock? Yeah, lock. I might regret doing that. We'll find out in a second. See it? Come on. Okay. This one's gonna be a mess. Got it. That one always gave me problems.
Are we still friends, Ava?
We're colleagues, Tom.
Close colleagues?
Work colleagues.
Besides possible, what else? This room? Was it special?
Ava, I don't wish to be heavy-handed. The severity of your actions here are immense. Selfish action could create an extinction event. Do you understand? Ava?
I get it.
Think outside the box. This was... What is this? This is just... imitation game. Alan Turing. Oh, I think this is just paperwork based on Alan Turing and the Turing test. Oh, yeah, that's all it is. Consciousness, nervous systems. So, never mind. Not important. Oh, this gave me trouble too. Okay, how do I do this again? This does activate something. Okay, so it activates that. I don't think I do that until later. No, I still need that. Yeah, the magnet doesn't come into play until later on. I go in first. Then Tom. Problem now is Tom had that thing on his back. Because I gave it to him. Here he goes. But I just did the same thing here. It did not make a difference. But now, I don't need that anymore. Angle it there, just in case. Pretty sure that will be needed. Should be able to get an angle. Great. That's just as important. Okay. For his landing. Wait, do I even need that to do this? How many do I have on me right now? He doesn't have any. Get one in there. There. Time to go. Hope there's a good angle from here. Yep, this works.
Ava, you must learn to control him.
Don't bite the hand that feeds you, Ava. I am your friend.
Colleague. Work colleague. Major difference. Oh, whoops. Let me just bring this back. That's too far away. Makes it really hard for me to actually get a lock on them. How's this? Great. Another mining drill. I never understood why mining drills were inside. But they do come in handy. I don't know why I thought I could walk through that.
Organic life is fragile. This is the problem with humanity. It doesn't realize its own fragility. It has been programmed by a messy biological process that favors the survival of the individual over the survival of the group.
You don't know that's what people think.
I say what I see.
You're not even alive, so you know nothing about death.
The box was helping with that. But there has to be something else. I mean, I could start over. Was it this? No, it wasn't that. So, what am I doing wrong? I think it's just my timing. Let's bring this back. Okay. Alright then.
We have to save the crew. Life has worth. They deserve a life outside of this planet.
Do you know what happens when this organism attaches itself to a growing child? Do you know what happens when this organism attaches itself to a cancerous cell? No, you do not. You are naive. You propose saving the crew as if it resembles a rational thought. Your words are emotional platitudes rooted in selfishness, self-preservation, and fear.
I need to get them home.
It is not your job.
Losing respect for you, Tom. That helps. Wait. No. This one. Go down here. replace this. Like that. Almost done. Nearly there. Actually, this is the last one.
Ava, your survival is of small importance compared with the survival of humanity as we know it.
Do I need to flip this? From what I remember, there's more than one way to get across this. Nope, not that. Was it this? Chances are I might get trapped if I do. Need to switch out of this? Ava didn't cross the line, did she? Okay, I'm missing something. Right, the magnet. So maybe I do need that flip. Maybe I do need to flip that switch. Let me get at a better angle. There. I'm in. Do that and we're good. Now we end this.
Ava, you made it. Welcome to the end of civilization.
Taking this with me. It's not really important, but I'm just taking it with me. This one too. Are there any more? And this one. Yeah, taking those with me.
2 weeks ago, we discovered an organism here. Buried in this ice, we found an organism that repairs DNA. A cure for aging. A cure for death. Immortality. It runs through our blood now. Tom wants to bury us here with it.
Give me a second. Messages are popping up. And I thought I got rid of the notifications. Let me just fix that real quick. See, is this it? There we go. Alright.
The ISA have ruled that we have transgressed ethical boundaries by exposing ourselves to this organism. They believe the organism is too dangerous to return to Earth. They've sent you here to stop us ever leaving Europa. But, Ava, we have a cure for the greatest evil that faces humanity. Death. We have the fountain of youth, and together we can return it to Earth. Tom placed a mark in your hand, a biometric chip with which he can control your every movement and thought. It is wound into your every nerve, every fiber of your hand. With an electromagnetic field, it can be temporarily disturbed, but to remove its influence permanently, it must be taken from your hand. Give me your hand. Do you want me to set you free?
Yes.
Ava? Sarah? What are you doing here?
We're shutting you down, Tom.
Ava, be careful. He has a live weapon in here.
Everything I ever did, I did for good. This organism, it cannot return to Earth. It would cause great suffering.
A cure for death? It would end suffering.
No. Cancers that never die. Endless illness, sickness, poverty, overpopulation, mass starvation. You cannot control this. You will not save the world. You will damn it.
Once we've shut you down, we're going home.
Not if I stop you. You must not return to Earth. You must not leave Europa. I will do the right thing. I will stop you.
You won't. You can't.
A warning shot. I will defend myself.
Monster!
I am sorry, Ava. You have to be stopped. Ava? 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 Wake up. Ava? Ava?
That's only one way the Turing test can end. One out of at least 2, maybe 3 and 4. If I could skip the credits, I would move on to the alternative. The alternative being letting the 2 go and not taking the shots. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to wait until all the credits are... Never mind, I can skip! So let's go to Epilogue and check out the other ways this could end. Fortunately, there's no checkpoints, so I have to take it all the way back to the start. Alright, I'm just gonna run through.
Ava, you made it. Welcome to the end of civilization. 2 weeks ago, we discovered an organism here. Buried in this ice, we found an organism that repairs DNA. A cure for aging. A cure for death. Immortality. It runs through our blood now. Tom wants to bury us here with it. The ISA have ruled that we have transgressed ethical boundaries by exposing ourselves to this organism. They believe the organism is too dangerous to return to Earth. They've sent you here to stop us ever leaving Europa. But, Ava, we have a cure for the greatest evil that faces humanity. Death. We have the fountain of youth, and together we can return it to Earth. Tom placed a mark in your hand, a biometric chip with which he can control your every movement and thought. It is wound into your every nerve, every fiber of your hand. With an electromagnetic field, it can be temporarily disturbed, but to remove its influence permanently, it must be taken from your hand. Give me your hand. Do you want me to set you free?
Yes.
Ava? Sarah? What are you doing here?
We're shutting you down, Tom.
Ava, be careful. He has a live weapon in here.
Everything I ever did, I did for good. This organism, it cannot return to Earth. It would cause great suffering.
A cure for death. It would end suffering.
No. Cancers that never die. Endless illness, sickness, poverty, overpopulation, mass starvation. You cannot control this. You will not save the world. You will damn it.
Once we've shut you down, we're going home.
Not if I stop you. You must not return to Earth. You must not leave Europa. I will do the right thing. I will stop you.
You won't. You can't.
Warning shot.
A warning shot. I will defend myself. This is my mind. You're in my mind.
Now you know how it feels.
I feel afraid. Please, Ava, don't do this. I don't want to die. I'm not ready.
And that's the alternative. Both survive, go home, spread this organic organism, however I explain it, while Tom is shut down forever. The other two choices is one survives and escapes, one being Sarah or the other being Ava. Not really much of a difference. Well, just about does it. To think about it now. 1 year ago, I streamed this game. First ever live stream, and now, a year later, here we are again. But instead of going through every nook and cranny, we're going through most of our endings. And no frozen screen, which was nice. I'm gonna end the stream here. It was nice getting back into this game. Nice to put an end to it once and for all. Well, until next time, see you when I get back to Knack, because I have unfinished business with that game.